Did he tell you about the angel rule? Explain that to him. You have 25 feet, which means you have to be 25 feet to record from us. You can't be standing there. 25 feet. It's called the halo. Yeah, it's called the halo. Protects officers. That's all it is. But you're recording. Same thing. 25 feet. It's Florida State statute. You can look it up. It's there. Google it.
Record. He can absolutely record. Don't try to tell me.
Yeah, you can record 25 feet away from us.
So you're not going to take my public record request?
No, me, no. Absolutely not.
You know you'd be violating the law.
What's going on, guys? And we're back with this fresh Warren Sapp video. As you guys know, Warren doesn't just advocate in the field when he's owning cops. He also follows through in the back end with records requests. And this is the body cam footage from the traffic stop he was involved in with the video that I posted yesterday. That video link will be in the description of this one and in the pinned comment, so check it out. But if you think the video might be not worth watching because you saw this video yesterday and this is just body cam, well, you're absolutely wrong. Number one, it's fantastic because there's a prisoner in the back of the cop's car that Warren approaches. Not only does she fight for Warren's right to record, but she just brutally annihilates this cop verbally for about 20 minutes straight with some of the sickest and funny burns I've heard. Secondly, if you watch this video and go back and watch the one from yesterday, you'll see the cops are better at editing videos than I am. They like removing stuff that doesn't make them look so hot. The video I posted yesterday shows the cop blaring his music and turning it up high in an attempt to restrain Warren's ability to film. Cops know that if they play copyrighted music can't be played on YouTube. And they think this will prohibit and prevent the uploader from uploading the video. It's just another form of prior restraint. We uploaded the video anyways, but the cops didn't want you to see them doing something that bad. So the video is going to start very abruptly because they got rid of the parts that didn't make them look so hot. If the cops in Hollywood, Florida wanted to get rid of parts of the video that made them look bad, they should have just sent none of the video at all, because anytime a Hollywood cop presses record on their body cam, they're doing something wrong. This one's a banger. Let's jump into the video.
Alright, puppy. I got water for you. Oh, she's going to jail. Did he tell you about the angel rule? Explain that to him. You have 25 feet, which means you have to be 25 feet to record from us. You can't be standing there. 25 feet. It's called the halo. Yeah, it's called the halo. Protects officers. That's all it is. But you're recording. Same thing. 25 feet. It's Florida State statute. You can look it up. It's there. Google it.
So if you guys watched the video yesterday, we went over this a little bit, but we'll touch up on it briefly now. Florida does have a halo law, and police officers can ask you to step 25 feet back from their incident scene. But there's a few caveats and parameters that need to be met. Number one, the person that's standing by the scene needs to have a purpose. Number two, they can't be obstructing law enforcement or emergency personnel. And lastly, they cannot be harassing police or emergency personnel. So first of all, Warren's engaged in his First Amendment protected activity. And the First Amendment right to record police officers and engage as press can never be converted into a crime. That is his purpose alone, so that point is moot. Number two, obstruction is a physical act. Warren is not physically interfering with the police officer's ability to do their job. Moot point. And number three, harassing. Same circling back the wagon to number one. Simply recording police does not count as harassment. There are not fighting words. There is no incite to violence, so that point doesn't count either. Cops just can't say, hey, there's a 25-foot halo law, you need to step back, Google it. Maybe this moron cop Martinez from the Hollywood Police Department in Florida should look up a little bit of Google of his own. But maybe he knew what was going on. He was just hoping that Warren didn't. The most interesting part of this whole video is that the prisoner that's sitting in the back of the car is also about to join forces with NFL legend Warren Sapp to fight for his right to record. And it's going to be the worst trolling this cop has ever seen. From this unlikely and unexpected duo of Sapp and prisoner versus police.
That's all it is, man. And I'm not trying to be a
That's so funny. Cop just said he's not trying to be a You didn't need to try, officer. It was effortless. Zero effort needed. Seriously though, officer, I do have to say, without so much ugly in the world, there'd be no beauty. So, Officer Martinez, thanks for your sacrifice.
I'm not trying to be a
Record. He can absolutely record. Don't try to tell that.
Yeah, you can record 25 feet away from us. That's all it is. It's all. I don't mean to be a dick. I don't need, yeah. That's all it is.
Mandatory before we get them
What's up?
as civilians. So yeah, no. Any civilian that wants to record, by all means, because you sleazy pieces of shit will just do whatever you want, like.
You know we have cameras on us, right? Everything we do. Everything we do is on camera.
Redacted. In fact, they are redacted. They must be to protect people.
So this cop's trying to argue his case that the prisoner is absolutely safe and she doesn't need Warren's camera because he has a camera. Good citizen prisoner in the back tells the cops, "No, your cameras aren't trustworthy because you can just redact them." This cop says, "No, you can't do that." I'd like to take this moment to remind you that the beginning of this video was removed because the police redacted it because they tried to use copyrighted material to inhibit Warren's ability to engage in his First Amendment right, record police, and hold government accountable. But no, they don't redact it.
If they redact it, it's because of sensitive information.
Oh yes.
Like the birth certificate, sensitive information.
Right. Every single camera footage that's requested by a civilian is redacted, mother.
Yeah?
Every single one. Why don't you check on that? Do your job before you start talking.
You know what I'm saying? Make it easy for both of us.
Oh, are we arguing? Don't argue. Please don't argue. Oh, okay.
It's trying to be difficult.
Yeah, please don't argue.
Hold on, case.
You ever see her before, by any chance? I've never met her before. She's really nice.
You want me to start property or anything?
I'm trying to identify her, so I'm going to identify her first. This definitely isn't her. This is a fucking, like, baby. You happen to have a fingerprint or faces or anything?
Nothing.
Nothing? And I got no internet.
I think Sabino might.
Sabino?
Yeah, 43761, your keys is 64900.
Yeah, the lady right there, it stunk. Drove me nuts today.
I don't even have a joke to attach to that one. Hollywood, Florida, over the past 3 years has had an increase to its homeless population of about 14%. Unhoused individuals and homelessness has become an epidemic that's been on the rise over the past 5 years. Some of these people have been on the streets for decades. Some of them got dealt a rough hand over the past couple years and now are experiencing homelessness for the first time. But regardless of a person's origin, or the facts that led up to their being unhoused and homeless, that doesn't make them lesser members of society. If anything, it makes them more vulnerable members that need more assistance, that need more protections. I wasn't always a huge 1A auditor. I didn't always own my own house. In fact, for several years, I battled with addiction and I was homeless myself, and I called Under a Bridge my home. And when you are homeless, people don't always recognize you as people. They sometimes look at you as an inanimate object, like a fire hydrant or a street cone. They kind of just look past you as if you're not there. But this body camera footage gives us a rare, deep dive into this cop's mind, making fun of a woman because of her smell, because she didn't have access to a shower. This police officer right here is the very best that the Hollywood, Florida Police Department has to offer to its citizens. But don't worry, I'm sure he'll be nice to the rich people. Nope, he's not nice to them either because he's trying to have Warren Sapp arrested for filming on a law that doesn't even pertain. And now the unsung hero that I'm referring to as good citizen prisoner in the back seat, she's going to stand up for this woman that this cop is just demoralizing and dehumanizing. Now she's going to go on the offensive and stand up for this homeless woman against this tyrannical cop. I'm so impressed by the woman in the backseat. And you're probably asking yourself right now, why is this woman in the backseat of a police cruiser anyways? Well, let me spoil this one for you. She was sleeping in her car at the Circle K. Cop rolls up telling her that she's got a warrant. She knows she doesn't have a warrant and this cop doesn't have probable cause. So she refuses to give her ID. Without probable cause that a crime was afoot, is afoot, or is about to be afoot, she doesn't need to violate her own Fourth Amendment right to be secure in her person, her papers, and her effects. Well, turns out, like many other things this cop does, he was wrong about the warrant. So legally, she was right to refuse ID. But he wasn't going away without arresting somebody, so he arrested her for failing to provide ID and obstructing his investigation by not providing ID. If she had a warrant, then the cop would be right. She didn't have a warrant, he was fishing, he was wrong, he took her to jail anyways. But they left that part of the video out of Warren's records request. So much for the cop saying earlier that they don't redact anything.
Yeah.
That are trying to make a buck, you misogynistic piece of
Oh God, you're so nice.
Your biggest arrests around here, right? Are the hookers? Just the women trying to make a buck. Not the murderers and child abusers, you worthless pieces of shit.
Okay.
The victimless crimes. That's your specialty.
I just asked you to leave. Also, I wanted you to leave.
Victimless
You talked yourself into
crimes,
handcuffs.
misdemeanors. That's your specialty.
No, you think I want to do this? I don't want to do this.
Victim? No.
But you're being uncooperative. Now I have to identify you and I have to go through all this shit.
Care of themselves.
I don't want to do this. I really don't.
Victims, right?
I really don't want to do this.
I don't blame you. You're a police officer. I can't
Yeah.
you're one.
I know. Sucks.
Bummer.
Believe me, I tell myself that
Catch
all the
bad
time.
guys.
I wish this computer would work. It'd make life so much easier. No, I asked you for your information. That means you can't leave.
Murderers and child abusers.
Once I
You
ask for your
don't do
information and you're
anything
detained,
about
can't
that.
leave. That doesn't work that way.
You don't. You don't do
I explained to you
anything
it's
about
obstruction.
that.
I told you.
Your beat cops, your internal affairs department, you protect murderers and child abusers.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah. Officer Barclay, that's a dumb bitch with her horrible voice.
Oh my God. What do you know about her? She's very nice.
Depression does hurt.
I know it hurts.
Depression does hurt.
I know.
Is what she said. Like,
Oh,
she's
okay.
still seeing that therapist.
I have no idea.
She doesn't do depression, but depression was doing her.
Oh, leave him alone. We're good.
You got a business card for me, boss man?
Yeah, you're gonna have to wait though. I'm doing
no,
this. Yeah.
I'll wait on
If you don't mind, wait 5 minutes. Yeah.
Public servant? No,
I don't mean to be a. No.
But you
Okay.
are big.
But that guy's really nice. This is a good spot.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
You probably didn't have a run-in with your department the way that I did.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I probably can give you guys the benefit of the doubt, whereas I cannot. Because
What?
you've proven to me that you're giant scumbags who protect murderers and child abusers
Okay.
above protecting children.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, there was a food stamp card, I think in the top pocket. Yeah.
Laura.
So now we're going to fast forward a bit. I only wish we could fast forward for this woman in real life. From the moment she was stopped until right now, about 2 hours has elapsed. 2 hours she's been in the back of her car, and 2 hours her dog's been chained to the front of this cop car. You got that right. She's been in the back of a police cruiser for 2 hours in extreme heat. Her dog is tied up to the front of this police officer's patrol vehicle with no food or no water in the same blazing heat. The cop is violating Warren Sapp's right to record. He's violating this prisoner's Fourth Amendment rights by arresting her for not IDing when she hadn't done anything wrong, and he made a mistake about her having a warrant when she didn't. And he's dehumanizing and demoralizing homeless people because of their odor. This is the Hollywood Police Department in Hollywood, Florida, and they are without a doubt the most morally bankrupt and evil cops that I've seen in a long time. They also only sent Warren 25 minutes of video footage when he asked for everything. I guess the cop was right. They only redact the sensitive stuff, and viewers might find it pretty sensitive to see just how evil this cop is being to the community.
I'm definitely not staying here to do all this. else do we have over there? It's a lot of garbage. I know. She's got a mouth. I'm trying so hard. She was sleeping, and then she wouldn't ID herself, and then she tried to leave, so obstruction. Alright. I'm just going to say it, and if you agree, we'll go from there. I can give you a ticket, send you on your way, or I can physically take you to jail, which means the dog has to be sent to the pound, all your property has to be put away at the station, because half that stuff's not going to go to BSO. It's one or the other at this point, unfortunately, because just the way that things go. So if you tell me, I'll give you the option. I'm trying not to argue with you, and if you happen to leave, I'll give you a bunch of water, so you and the dog have a bunch of water. There's a shitload of water in my car.
I don't want any water, dude.
Okay. So I'm going to ask you next, because we both calmed down now, right? What would you like to do? I was a bit of an ass. I apologize for that. I was a bit of an ass, without a doubt. Okay.
Do your job as far as it entails, but you're wasting everybody's time and the taxpayer dollars. Whatever you're going to do, why don't you go back and do it?
Well, I'm asking you, would you be willing to sign the citation or no?
No, I'm not saying anything.
Okay, so that means you have to go to jail. Okay. Thank you for answering. No, you're good. You're good. That's good. We answered.
So was that apology genuine? The answer is absolutely not. Cops don't have a genuine bone in their body. That apology's quid pro quo, this for that. This woman sleeping in her car, he thinks she's a nobody and he can treat her however he damn well pleases and no one can do anything about it. Well, that's until NFL legend, Super Bowl champion, Pro Bowler, Hall of Famer and first-round draft pick Warren Sapp walks up to the scene. Then all of a sudden, this cop understands that everything's happening from when that camera turned off until when it turns off is relevant. So he's giving her the opportunity to just sign the ticket and she can be on her way, and he's even sorry, hoping that she won't want to go to jail and have all this stuff done to her. Well, she refused to ID, and she admitted that she's willing to take this ride, to take this dirty cop down. We're going to fast forward until Warren asks for his records request. Despite it being a direct violation of Hollywood police protocol, these cops have their body cam muted when they see Warren arriving. They're hoping he won't notice, and they want to get away with saying whatever they can to the champ. But he just noticed it, he pointed it out, and now they have to turn it on.
We're in the middle of an investigation.
I got you. I got you there.
So go ahead and ask your request again.
So you're not going to take my public record request?
No, me, no. Absolutely not.
You know you'd be violating the law.
I'm not violating the law.
You don't know what the Florida Sunshine Act is?
You think that you giving me your information, I'm supposed to go to the station,
write it down,
do the public record request for you, redact it? We don't do that, sir. No, we don't do that.
So you
but I am going to leave. You do have my information. I gave you my case card.
Who's your supervisor?
My supervisor? He's not working today. Unfortunately,
no. I didn't ask you if he was working. I said who
well, Judge, they're not here to speak to. That's why.
I would like for you to write it down. Your supervisor's name.
I need my card back. His
email.
I need my card back.
You don't have any more?
No, not on me. No.
You don't have a piece of paper? They help him out? No, the card's over there. The card's over there.
Okay, so you have a recording though.
This is for my.
You have a recording, so I'll record it for you. So I'll give it to you.
No. So tell me your supervisor's name and his email and the government issued telephone number that he has.
We don't do telephone numbers. I can't give you that.
The government issued telephone number?
Not everybody. I don't have a telephone.
No, you're not high enough. Your supervisor has
one. Telephone numbers. I don't have it. Being honest with you, I don't have it.
So you're telling me
I'll give you his name and you can do what you gotta do.
Your supervisor from your phone?
I can, personally, yeah.
So you have his phone number?
His phone number,
and that phone number is government issued?
No. It's his personal phone number.
You sure about that?
Positive, yeah.
All right.
We can do this all day.
So what's your supervisor's name?
Yes, Martinez.
Yes.
Yenzel Martinez.
Last number?
No idea.
His email?
It's the same as my email. What you do is the last name, hollywoodfl.org.
So
Common spelling, Y Martinez.
So I got to put the Y in it?
At hollywoodfl.org.
Y Martinez, no dot in between Y Martinez.
At hollywoodfl.org.
No dot in between.
As stated on the card. I'm not going to sit there and go back and forth with you.
No,
I already said it once, I'm not saying it again. You have a recording, you can repeat it. So, what else can I help you with? Because I have somebody in the back of my car and you're hindering my investigation now. I'm saying you're dealing with your stuff. So again, you have my business card with my name, you have my supervisor's number. Anything else I can help you with today?
I'm hindering your investigation.
Yeah, because now I'm prolonging her. She's in the back of my car for a prolonged amount of time. For no reason.
I was just sitting here putting a public record request.
Well, we don't do that. Officers don't do that. We don't.
You better find out.
Okay, cool. You have a great day. All right.
The woman doesn't work at the
All right. So I take that to the dog until the fucking thing.
The woman has called the caller over languages.
Like I said, the link to Warren's video that he recorded from his personal cell phone yesterday is in the description of this video and in the pinned comments. Warren's a good friend of mine, and I appreciate him keeping these cops on their toes and the boot off the neck of the citizens. And if you thought this was the last video of Warren Sapp, you'd be wrong. It appears that Hollywood police in Hollywood, Florida, need a lot of work and a lot of attention, and they're gonna get both. Until next time, that's the reason I stopped you today.